First, a little trivia about my family. My dad played the role of Kaniki in his high school production of the Broadway musical Grease. That show was a big deal ever since its debut in 1971. It received many nominations over its many runs. It was revived a couple times on Broadway, adapted into a 2016 live show, and most famously, there was a 1978 film version with John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John. The film even got a sequel, even though the Broadway show never got one. And let's just say it was not very well received. The co-creator of the show, Jim Jacobs, did not have any involvement with the sequel, nor did he approve of it. Danny and Sandy first met at the beach one summer, and it was love at first sight. However, by the end of the summer, Sandy tells Danny of her family's plans to head back to Australia, meaning the two may never see each other again. However, the plans were cancelled, and Sandy starts attending the same high school as Danny, though neither of the two knew that. When Sandy does meet Danny at the school, he starts acting like a clown to her in front of his friends, a greaser gang who call themselves the T-Birds, which he leads. Ever since that day, the relationship between the two is a zigzag. She leaves him, they get back together, a series of events occur that separate them and bring them back together. It gets a little chaotic. Might as well get the obvious out of the way. The songs in this film are phenomenal. Maybe I should say more like the songs in the show, since it was based on a Broadway show. But the film removed some of the plot elements, characters, and songs to replace them with new ones, such as Hopelessly Devoted to You and You're the One That I Want, both of which being nominated for Best Original Song, though Devoted was for the Academy Award and The One That I Want was for the Golden Globe. Personally, my favorite song is Summer Nights, where Danny and Sandy sing to their friends about each other not knowing they are attending the same school. It blends together perfectly, and you want to feel that they actually do know they're in the same school, because how else would they be able to sing this duo so perfectly? See, that's the thing about musicals. They always find some way to amaze you with tricks like this, at least in good ones. Grease is one such example. The stakes are constantly changing. Once Danny and Sandy get back together the first time, things don't seem to be too tense until they go to the school dance, which is being broadcast on live television. Just before the hand jive contest ends, one of the T-Birds pulls Sandy off the dance floor, and the troublemaker girl Cha-Cha cuts in to win alongside Danny. That's the second time Sandy leaves him. This means Danny will have to try even harder to earn her back. You never know what's going to happen in this film. Though, honestly, when Danny took Sandy to the drive-in to try to earn her forgiveness, then he tries to force himself on her, causing her to leave him, that's actually his own fault. It may not have been at the dance, but he did it. On the other hand, I don't know, that bit seemed to go against his character to me. That was not what I imagined Danny doing with her. Sure, he's leader of the Greaser gang, but aside from that punk talk he had when they met back at the school, he didn't seem like the kind who would be like this to her intentionally. If this film has one weakness, this is it. Other than that, this film is awesome. Anyone who hasn't seen it is not worthy of being known by me. Go and see it, then we'll talk. I even go as far as saying it's one of the best musicals ever made. It sold very well ever since its release and beat out The Sound of Music as the highest grossing musical film of all time until Disney's Snow White was re-released in 1993. The film received many nominations and a lot of positive buzz going on about this film into the present day. There's a very good reason for this, and that good reason is that it's awesome.